Robert Phillips, and welcome to this edition of Guitar Century Presents Classical Guitar Tips. In this particular session, I'm going to talk to you about some basic warm-up exercises. They're very simple, but they're very important. These are exercises that I do on a daily basis, first thing in the morning. They were taught to me by Dr. Stephen Robinson, a good friend of mine and one of the world's great guitarists, who not only told me about these exercises, showed me how he does them, but also mentioned to me that if he's performing and is busy traveling and just doesn't have time to do his normal warm-ups and scales and a full routine, this is the exact warm-up exercises that he chooses. Now, what you want to do, it's a two-handed exercise. We're going to be working right and left hand, and we're looking for precision, sound, etc. So we're going to place the left hand first finger very carefully on the third string, first fret. And what you want to do with that finger is find the spot on the finger where you want to leave the impression or the groove of the string when you pick your finger back up again. Determine where that spot is and put your finger on that spot so that you get the groove in exactly the right place. Then with your right hand, place your thumb on the fourth string over the middle of the sound hole. Place your index finger on the third string in that nice sweet spot that I've discussed in my lesson on free strokes. And you're going to pluck that note, listening for the tone. Then you're going to put your second finger on the second fret of the third string. Again, finding that exact spot where you want to put the groove in the tip of the finger. Put the middle finger on the third string and pluck. Do the same procedure with the third finger, and now you'll play with the index finger. Then with the fourth finger, playing with the middle finger. Now you're going to move the entire operation up one fret. So your first finger is going to play the second fret. Then your second finger on the third. Third finger. And again, each time being very attentive to how you place the finger on the string. Each time alternating with the index and the middle fingers. Now this is actually the speed that I would typically play it at first thing in the morning when I'm warming up. This is not about speed. This is about warming up in a way that helps build accuracy and your sensitivity to tone. And one more. We go all the way up to ninth position. And you freeze for a second. Now we're going to come back in the other direction, descending. So still alternating I, M. We'll repeat the fourth finger. Repeat 4 with I, then 3 with M, then 2 with I, then 1 with M. Come back to 8th position. Listen to the sound of the index finger and the sound of the middle finger. You want to get them to match, the tone to match as closely as possible. You also want to feel approximately the same amount of resistance between the string and the nail, between one finger and the other. Good. Now let's take a closer look at my left hand as I repeat this exercise, this time alternating M and A. Okay, so here's a close-up of my left hand, and we're going to begin with MA this time. Each time getting that finger in exactly the right place so that the groove is placed right where we want it on the fingertip. If this feels like a rather tedious approach to a video, my intention here is that you are playing along, which will allow you to pace yourself. And one more, ninth position. Come back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back 1 fret. And again, as you're doing this, listening, sensitivity to the tone, trying to make sure that the middle finger and the ring finger sound the same, and move through the string with the same resistance. Now that we've finished doing it with MA, we're going to go back and do it one more time, this time with the index finger and the ring finger, I, A, alternating back and forth. And once again, you're listening for the tone and you're being sensitive to the resistance of the string and the finger and the fingernail to make sure that they feel approximately the same. It shouldn't be any harder to move one finger through the string than it is to move the other finger through the string. So we begin with 1. Once again, repeating the top note and coming back down. Great job. By now your hands should be warmed up and you're ready to move to whatever the next phase of your practice will be, which should be either scales or arpeggios. We'll do more on that some other time. I do have a video on arpeggios. You might want to take a look at that. And again, for a close-up of right hand fingering for the free stroke, there is a free stroke video. So please feel free to check that out and play along with it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it very educational. Hope you learned something. And until next time, happy playing.